everybody, it's story time. Welcome, 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 welcome. Are you ready? I'm ready. Do you have your towel for parachute time? I sure do. I didn't forget it this time. Okay, show me how well you wiggle your fingers. Can you wiggle your toes? Can you wiggle your shoulders? And how about your nose? Show me how well you roll your hands around each other. And you roll them and you roll them and you roll them really fast. And now slow. And fast again. And hide them. Where did they go? Catch them and put them on your lap. Can you see our word? It's on the board today, ready to go. Our first letter is the letter W. It makes a W sound. Can you make that with me? W. All right, ready to sing our song? Away we go. W says W. W says W. Every letter makes a sound and W says W. Let's write it. Fingers up. We slide down and then we have to walk up again. And then we slide down and then we walk up again and we're at the top, and that's how you write a W. Our next letter on the board is the letter, I bet you got there before me, it's the letter E. It's one of our tricky switchy vowels. This E today makes a sound. You ready to say that with me? All right, let's sing our song. E says E says Every letter makes a sound and E says Our last, we gotta write it, Okay, fingers up. A nice long line down, then we go back up to the top of our line and we zoom across once. Then we go to the middle of our line and zoom across again. And then we go to the very bottom of our line and zoom across for a third time. And that is how you write an E. Now we're ready for our B, which says B. Didn't you make that sound? Exactly. Well done. All right, let's sing together, guys. B says B. B says B. Every letter makes a sound and B says B. Let's write it. Fingers up, we make a long line down. Then we go up to the top and we scoop around and touch that long line in the middle. Then we scoop around and we touch that long line on the bottom. And that is how you write your B. Let's sound out our word. Our W says W. Our E says eh. And our B says B. W, e, b. Web. 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 That's an interesting word, isn't it? Web. Does the word web make you think of any animals? I have a web. I brought it with me today. You want to see? Oh, here we go. All right. So our web is nice and big. Do you see how it wraps around the flannel board like that? Isn't it an amazing shape? Huh. What animal makes a web? You ready to see what's in my hat? Are you ready? There might be a clue up there. All right. Remember our magic. We count to 3 and then we clap. We count to 3 and then we tap. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, clap. 1, 2, 3, tap. Let us see what's under my hat. Oh, what was that? What was that? You guys, it is a spider. It's a little bug with, let's count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 legs. A sweet little spider. Uh-oh. There's a spider on my head. A spider on my head. Oh, no, no, no. A spider on my head. Spiders are really good for everything, but not on my head. Ooh. And now he's on my shoulder. There's a spider on my shoulder. A spider on my shoulder. Oh, no, 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 a spider on my shoulder. Oh, now he's on my knee. Yep, there he is. There's a spider on my knee, a spider on my knee. Oh, no, 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 a spider on my knee. And there he goes down to my toe. There's a spider on my toe, a spider on my toe. Oh, no, 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 a spider on my toe. So, here's our spider. There is a web. Spiders make webs. This is their home. Let's see if we can get them up here. So spiders, they live on webs, and it's really an amazing thing how they work together to create a spider's home. And I have this great book. It's called Busy Builders, and it's written by Roxanne Morono. Got it? And look at this huge spider web. Do you see that? Does it kind of remind you of the one on our board? They look a little bit alike. Let's read about this amazing spider web. Here we go. So this spider who built this web is called an orb spider. He's right over there. Do you see him? There's our orb spider. Orb spiders build their webs in trees and bushes located in fields or forests. The web itself is an engineering feat. The spider floats a silk line from one surface to another, often tree branches, making a Y. So do you see the Y in here? Zoom, zoom, zoom. So they make a Y to start. Then they add other lines. So all of these other lines. Finally, starting at the center, the spider spirals out with new threads until the web is complete. A thread of spider silk is much stronger than steel of the same width and length. So if you were going to make a piece of steel the same size as a spider web, the spider web is stronger. The spider devours the web at the end of the day, only to build another one 1 hour later. So they make this big spider web, and then they eat it all up, and then they start all over again. So this spider web, do you see these items trapped in here? So there's a dragonfly and there's a little bug. And this spider web is how spiders catch their food. So bugs land in their webs and they wrap them in their silk and then they eat them all up. And that's a wonderful thing for us humans because spiders eat bugs that would bite us, and they eat bugs that would eat our plants. And so it's really important to take good care of spiders, even if they make us a little nervous. I know a very famous song about spiders, and I bet you can help me sing it. So we put our fingers out like this and make a diamond, and then we switch them. So our thumbs touch our pointers, our thumb touch our pointers, ready? And then we're just gonna crawl them up, and I bet you can sing this song with me. Ready? Here we go. The itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout, and down came the rain and washed the spider out. Up came the sun and dried up all the rain. So the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again. You sang that beautifully. Thank you for helping me. All right, so you sat for me reading a book. You sat for 2 songs. So now it is time for us to do some dancing, all right? Now, this is a song by Mr. Jim Gill. It's called My Ups and Downs. And just like the spider that goes up and down on his web, we are going to do the same thing. Let's get ready to dance.
As I ascend, my arms extend, and I intend to stretch my body straight. As I elevate, I finally sprawl till I can move no more. On the floor, my body grows and grows until I pose on tiptoes. I am way up high, near the sky. Soon I think my size will shrink. I'm on the brink of bruising my kneecaps as I collapse. One last time I think I'll climb. This pantomime has surely been fantastic. Like elastic, my knees bend as I descend. This song must end while I am sitting down on the ground.
Up and down. I do enjoy that song very much. Okay, come on in. Come here. Yep, come closer. I've got something to show you. Yeah. Are you close enough? Oh, come a little closer. So, my spider friend, who I introduced you to earlier, where'd he go? Here he is. Did you notice that he's wearing a hat? Yeah, there's a hat. It's a yellow hat. And this spider happens to be a very famous fellow. His name is Anansi. And Anansi is a star of many folklore stories, stories that are meant to teach us things. Now, Anansi, the spider, is a bit of a trickster, so he likes to cause trouble, and then he really likes a way to wiggle himself out of trouble. This story I'm going to tell you right now is about why Anansi wears this hat. Okay, here we go. So I have with me some scissors and a piece of paper. Okay, and we're going to tell the story using this piece of paper. All right. So Anansi, like I said, he was a bit of a trickster. We'll put him right here to visit with us while we do this. So Anansi was a bit of a trickster. All right. And like I said, he liked to get into trouble, but he had his good days. So he had days where he liked to be a helper. And on one of those good days, he went over to his grandmother's house and said, "Grandmother, today I'm going to help you in the garden. I'm going to use my hoe, and I'm going to use it to dig up the garden bed for you." And his grandmother said, "Oh, Anansi, that is so kind of you. You must be having one of your good days. Sweet Anansi, I'm going to make some beans. I know that they're your favorite, and I'm going to cook them right here on the pot. And when you're done working in my garden and hoeing, you can come in and have some of those beans." Oh, Anansi was so excited. Those were his favorite food. So he went outside and he got straight to work. And he started hoeing those vegetable rows super straight. And then he started getting a little curvy. And a little curvy while he stood there and smelled the beans. He was distracted. Oh my gosh, those beans smelled so good. So Anansi went this way and that way. He was paying more attention to the smell of those beans than the straight rows he was supposed to be making. Anansi came too. He thought, "Oh no, I better make these rows really straight or Grandma's not going to share her beans with me." Oh, okay, straight rows. So he paid very close attention and straight rows. But then the delicious smell of those beans overcame Anansi, and he smelled and started dreaming about how delicious those beans would taste in his mouth. And he thought, well, I did enough work, right? I got a couple rows done. It's okay. So he walked over to grandmother's house and he walked up to the door and he banged. Woo! No one answered. So he banged on that door again. He went boom, 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 boom. No one answered the door. So very quietly, Anansi opened up the door And he walked into grandmother's house. Look, we made Anansi. We cut him all out. So you see we've got Anansi. He's like a spider. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 legs. And this is his head and his eyes. And you see his beautiful hair. Anansi is very proud of his beautiful hair. Well, he walks right over to that pot of beans and he smells it. Grandmother is nowhere to be seen. He didn't finish hoeing up her garden. She wouldn't mind if I take some beans, right? He thought, just a few. And he took off his hat and put a few spoonfuls of beans into his hat. But they looked so delicious. Just a little bit more, grandmother wouldn't notice, right? So he scooped some more beans and put them in his hat. Just one more scoop, right? Just one more. And so he scooped one more and put it into his hat. And then he heard grandmother coming. He turned, he put his hat behind his back. He put it behind his back and hid it because he knew he hadn't done a good job in the garden and he didn't want his grandmother to get grumpy and then not share his beans with him. So he started heading back out to the door to meet grandmother as she came in. And as she said, "Oh, Anansi, what are you doing in here?" And he said, "Oh, just taking a break from the heat. It's so hot outside, and I was smelling your delicious beans. I'm gonna go back outside and work, so maybe you'll share them with me later." And she said, "Oh, yes, Anansi, you're working so hard. I'll be so happy to share my beans with you when the garden is done." Anansi scooted out the door with his hat behind his back, and grandmother said, "Oh, Anansi, I see you don't have your hat on. Be sure to put it on. I don't want you to get sunburned." So Anansi, not wanting to let grandmother know that he'd stolen the beans, put the hat on his head. The beans started coming down his face, and they were so hot. He said, "Grandmother, I'll see you later," and he ran off. Oh, when he got home, he took his hat off, and gone was Anansi's beautiful, beautiful hair. And that is why Anansi always wears his hat. And that's the story of Anansi and how he lost his hair. That came from a book called A Treasury of Trickster's Tales by Valerie Marsh. And it was really cool because she did this cutout picture of Anansi. Isn't that great? So she taught me how to tell that story, which I really love. Okay, so I have one more thing to do with you. We have 1, 2, oh, you can't see, I'm sorry. Come right on over here, guys. There, is that better? All right, so let's count again. We have 1, 2, 3 spiders. 3 hairy, fuzzy spiders. So 3 hairy spiders on a web inside. So they're inside, not outside in the nature, they're inside. Big fuzzy bodies swinging low on sticky threads. I come along with pot and slide, caught a hairy spider, and I took him outside. So that's really what we should do with spiders if we find them. Cover them and take them outside. With a cup and a piece of paper is a good way to do it. How many more spiders do we have? 1, 2. 2 hairy spiders on a web inside. Big fuzzy bodies swinging low on sticky threads. I came along with a pot and a slide. Caught a hairy spider, and I took it back outside. How many are left? Just 1. 1 hairy spider on a web inside. Big fuzzy bodies swinging low on sticky threads. I came along with pot and slide and caught a hairy spider, and I took it back outside. Well, my friends, that is what I have for story time today. So can you show me your scarves? There they are. Let's put them up high. Show me your scarf up high. Show me your scarf down low. Show me your scarf on your tummy. Show me your scarf on your nose. Can we cover up? Ready? Ready for peekaboo? 1, 2, 3. Peekaboo! There you are. Hi. Again. 1, 2, 3. Peekaboo! Hi. There you are. Okay. Let's put our scarf on our legs, our parachute towel, whatever it is you have. Put them on our legs and move it. Move it with your legs. Move it, move it, move it, move it with your legs. Awesome. All right. Now grab it with your hands. Right? And now show me how you move it with your hands. Move it with your hands up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Oh, busy, right? Okay, that was fast. Let's do it slow. Slow, and we sing. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. There's a storm. Ready? Here we go. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. All right, guys. Who should we say hello to today? Oh, let's say hello to different bugs. Different bugs that help us, okay? So, our spiders. So we'll start by saying hello to spiders, and then we'll say what they do for us. Ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3, up we go. Hello, spiders! Thank you for eating all of those bugs that bite us. We appreciate it. How about hello to the bees? So bees pollinate different flowers so we can have some food. So let's say hello to bees. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hello, bees! How about ladybugs? So let's say hello to ladybugs. They eat aphids, which are another type of bug, which will destroy your flowers. So let's say hello to the ladybugs, which are helpers. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hello, ladybugs! And hello, you. And I'm grateful that you came to spend some time with me. I hope you're doing well, and I hope that I get to see you really, really soon. Don't forget to sign up for the summer reading program. Awesome prizes, a $5 gift card from Meyer just for finishing the program. And then if you keep reading, you get entered into drawings to that. I'll go towards a $25 gift card at Meyer or $25 at Painterly Pottery, which is fabulous. You don't even have to come into the library, just sign up right online. Go to baycountylibrary.org, which is our website full of amazing resources. Thank you for your moments. I love you.